got a green light. We got a green light from Jeff Ward, and we are good to go for Strangely Familiar, episode 175. The 175 Spectacular. All the greatest anniversaries. 175.
So spectacular.
It seems like it should be something, right?
What
I'm going to look it up.
Is that? The 175th.
What has had a 175-year anniversary? Oh, companies, universities, geographic regions. Pfizer, the global pharmaceutical giant. Cool. Yes. Good for them. Happy for them. California, 175 years. Corning Inc., the great glass producer out of upstate New York, 175 years. Wow. Are you serious, Jeff? That was probably already on your calendar. The Associated Press, Florida State University. Wow, yeah, that's a big deal. New York Times last year, 175. So we're in company. We're in some kind of company.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Did you know that the 175th anniversary is called the Dodrans Bicentennial?
Yeah, dude. Come on. I feel like you don't have faith in it.
AI says you could less commonly see it referred to as quartoseptennial.
I mean, yeah, like
yes,
I'm just hanging out, like talking to friends and stuff.
Right.
Like when we're hanging out,
right?
Like I'll say it like that, yeah, informally. That's we'll throw it down like that.
Colloquially known.
Colloquially. I also sometimes refer to it when I'm just hanging out with friends. I refer to it as a colloquially.
Colloquially. Oh, it's the fucking worst word. Even saying it right sounds stupid.
Colloquially. Some dude, some whiny baby Billy.
All right.
Colic Willie. All right, let's go.
With the past still pretending strangely familiar like a tool we both know. Living the reruns from a long time ago. Levels we cleared and the battles we lost. 20 years gone, but we still count the cost.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Colic Willie, colloquially. Do you know what our podcast is called?
StrangeFam.
Yeah, there you go. Or, are you still doing that thing? That thing? It's also known as that thing.
That's a good point.
It's good, yeah. Point. People, yeah, still doing that.
Like
the thing, the internet thing.
If you say that thing, I feel like you're. That's backhanded because it's like, you know, it's a podcast. You know what a podcast generally is. It's not like the word podcast is like unknown now. Someone 10 years ago might have been like, you doing that thing. If someone says it to you now, they're being a dick.
Yeah. It's not so much as you're still, it's more of like you're still doing that thing. Like, it's more like that. So yeah. It's more like you're still doing that. Like all the emphasis is right on the front. So it's not the thing that now you're still doing that thing. It's more like you're still doing that thing, or you're still doing that thing.
Still.
It's the first three words. Any of those first three words. Doing. Yeah, anything. All of it. Yeah. Dude, how's your week, dude? Can you go public with your big news?
Too bad.
Just summarize
Not too bad.
it. Jeff dropped a bomb on us during Fall Guys or Dead by Daylight this weekend that we were not expecting. Just a huge life bomb.
Yeah. I am not pregnant. But I got a little promo at work. A little promosh.
Hey, Jeff.
Exactly.
That's funny because that's exactly the way that you said it.
I'm so excited!
And when you first said that, I thought, oh, you got an advertisement at work? I didn't know we were in the business of calling promotions promos, but congrats, dude. That's big. It's a big life thing, you know?
Yeah. It's
the cat's excited. You can hear that?
Yeah, let me get the cat out of the room. Now that
Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Get him out!
They're eating the dogs.
And cats. Jeff, I'm gonna do what Jeff does. He's currently walking to the door.
I opened the door, and the cat looked so
door,
confused
and-
as to why I opened the door.
No,
I'm like, I opened the door because you're pissed off that you're here. Remember? But yeah, not pretty good. You know, always. It's more of a confidence booster than anything, but little extra scratch will come with it, which is
Tell
nice.
everybody now how much money exactly you make per year.
We're not. No, I'm not. What? Shut up.
What? I thought we were gonna do that. We're not.
But
we didn't-
yeah, I thought we were breaking down the numbers hard. Like we were the whole episode was gonna be Jeff's finances, and we were gonna grade them. No, so it's good. It makes you feel like you're doing something right. It makes you feel like someone chose you for more responsibility and stuff like that. Like when you work in a larger corporation, there's a lot makes you feel like a number. So the personalization of things is often very rare. You feel like you're just like, whatever, I'm going to keep droning. And I'm sure I will get back to that within no time. But in the interim, it is nice to get the promotion because it's like, well, at least if I'm going to be a number, I will have a little bit more money being a number. So,
That's true.
you know, I'll hang out in a year and a half, 2 years. I'll be like, I got to get out of this role. I got to get a new job. And I'll post for the next thing that comes along. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll take it step by step.
He's on fire!
I've noticed when we do these evening podcasts, it really takes a lot out. You got a lot of yawns. Is that?
Well,
Is
yeah,
that
man.
your,
I'm like,
You're tired. The new
I'm
job's
tired.
just killing you,
Well,
dude. We need to talk
no,
about. I think you
but-
need to give up this new job. it's just wrecking you, and the old job. Give it up.
I'm just tired all the time. I'm in my 40s. I'm just a tired person. Like, I woke
but
up
you're a
at
workout machine.
I woke up at 5. Yeah, that's fine, but that's why I'm tired. Like, working out is energy too, and it makes you wake up earlier. So I've been up for over 12 hours. That's dumb to me. And I also went for like another walk on lunch because, you know, trying to
Lunch.
what? Anyway,
Oh, I just assume you walk whenever you want to, because you work from home.
no, I have to be at like I have to take. I can't just not be at my computer and walking and such.
But you could eat lunch all day and nobody would know.
Correct. Which is why I don't focus on necessarily the idea, like, unless I'm, like, I don't necessarily eat at lunch. My lunch hour is an hour away from the computer because I can just eat at the computer. So,
Life hacks.
but,
Well, congrats.
yeah, trying to, I'm going to be tired a lot more because I'm kind of plateauing on the weight loss thing. So I'm trying to get that kick started again. And so I want to see those numbers keep dropping, but made a little headway on the scale today, but I'd like to make more.
Have you thought about not eating at all? I hear it's good
permanent
for sexy
fast.
looks. It's good for summer. Yeah, that's hot.
You know, I did have someone ask me, which is interesting because now I feel like this is just common law.
Yeah.
I had someone ask me, be like, "Oh,
GLP? Are you GLP?
yeah, yeah, and it's just kind of like,
Really?
well, no, like weight loss is very interesting because first people go like, "Oh, you look like you've lost weight. I hope that was planned," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm not dying. Okay, great, we got over that hump. And now, are you doing it with any assistance of medicine? Also, no." I feel like, am I earning your respect yet? Are we done? Or do you have more follow-up questions? I know it's
It's a life
curiosity. It doesn't bother me, but I could see people getting upset
Yeah,
about it.
it's
But
also
there's
like-
definitely there's definitely the disclaimer of people wanting to know whether or not you're people who have never dealt with weight loss. I think I'm more likely to interpret your question of, "Oh, are you using any medicine?" I'm more assimilating that with you thinking that I'm cheating, even though I don't see it as cheating. and I'm not using the medicine. But if you're a person who's never had to do, then I don't mean like, oh, I'd like to drop a few pounds. No, if you've never been a fat person, if you've never been the fat person in your group, just don't ask people if they're taking meds for it, because it's never going to come off right.
No.
They'll let you know
Basically, like,
if
I
they're
didn't think
comfortable
you had it
telling
in
you.
I don't think you could do anything.
You're a
for
fucking
yourself.
lazy sack of shit, and you have no willpower. Are you on meds? Like, there's no good thing that'll come from asking if they're on meds. So let them offer that info to you if they want to tell you.
It's funny. I hadn't even thought about that. Just because I know you've been putting in the work, you've been putting in the grind. You know, early hours, early nights. Obviously, you know, it's a combination. Dialing it back on the IPAs.
It's funny because it's like actually, yeah, you want to know what? A big thing. We went to trivia last week at the brewery, and I successfully went to trivia and didn't drink, which is impressive.
What? Wow.
Not an alcoholic, but there is this underlying thing of like, and I told Caitlin that this is the thing, is I'm like, I feel guilty going to trivia, not drinking, because I feel like I should be patronizing the beer if I'm going to enjoy the entertainment. She got a drink, so at least our group had a drink, because it was just me and her. But I felt a certain way of going. But I'm like, I just don't want to drink, and I don't want the empty calories if I don't even feel like the casual beer. But usually if I'm at a brewery, I'm good for 2 beers on trivia nights. And yeah, I had no beers. And I think that's the first time I've been to the brewery and not had a drink.
You can't change the rules just because you don't like how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, that's cool. That's a delicate balance. You know, it's hard to sit there and watch people socially drink and just sit there. And I've done it before when I have taken drinking breaks of like, I'll order do they have like the athletic brewing? I mean, I guess it's at that point it's moot because it's not about the alcohol. It's like the calories, and athletic breweries still are like
it's a little
100
different.
calories or something like that. So it's like you're still getting the calories, but now they're really empty. They're super empty for getting that.
But it's weird because you're at a brewery. So it's like you're literally at a place. And in Jersey, they don't serve food. So you're literally at a place that only serves alcoholic beverages. So it's a little weird. And you don't really have a lot of NA options.
Team fare, though? And that
we did get 3rd place. And oddly enough, we did win a 3rd place gift card. So the irony is my guilt was at a peak because we actually did earn at trivia.
You got a $20 gift card, and it still was too much for your tab. It's still good. It's like, we'll take... Usually it pays for like a 1/5 of your tab, and this is like, we'll take the rest home with us. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
But, yeah.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy living. Trying to live longer. Live well. Ugh.
Trying.
Yuck.
I cannot talk about it without crying.
I am probably 10. I could confidently say I'm like 10 pounds away from a number I've never seen on a scale in my adult life. So literally 99% of the people I know and have seen are probably seeing me at my lightest I've ever been.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, since you were a ute.
Yeah, like graduating high school, I bet I weigh... I probably am at there now. I bet I weighed more when I graduated high school than what I weigh now. I don't know what that number was. I'd have to like ask Sharon to pull out the old records that she probably has. She probably has some like
Sharon used
records from
to weigh you
when I was
every
a child.
day. Every day. Get up.
No,
Jeff,
but I'm
for
saying
your
doctor's
weigh-in.
appointments.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dude, that's dope. I mean, you look good. I can see it, you know. Do people tell you that? I can see it in your face.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with virtual
your face
is that
smaller. That's always the first thing to go. The face. It's like it's got to be. What is it?
It is. Your face.
Go
face thins
Vivi.
out first a
Go
little bit.
Vivi. Ogilvy.
You see now, like
Ogletree?
Ozempic has a Justin, what's his name?
Timberlake.
The actor, Justin Long, a Justin Long ad with the old PC guy. Like they got him back too to like
Really?
mimic
Like the
the
Dell
PC
guy?
Mac ads.
Or he was the Mac. Was he the Mac guy? And then then he went. Then the Dell guy was somebody
Justin
else.
Long was Mac, but the Mac
Yeah.
PC, like I don't know why Ozempic is doing it.
I feel like you got to pick
But,
somebody that. Justin Long's been pretty skinny all his life, so I don't know if that's gonna register, unless it's.
Well,
funny.
I don't even know what the whole idea is of why they're doing it, but
Is it just the competition? A little bit of the competition with all the GLP ones, having a little fun with it.
yeah.
I honestly don't think I know anybody who's ever used one, so I don't really know how they
I do.
like. Because some people say like it makes somebody's face looks weird, or does it just happen? So doesn't it just curb cravings? Is that what it is? Like, can curb all cravings, right? Like
It
whether it's
curbs
food,
cravings, and there is something
booze,
else about it that
sex,
does
drugs,
right curbs
all
curbs
of it,
everything.
all of it.
Consciousness. You don't want to be awake, eat, sleep. You don't want to do anything. There is something else about how it balances like your blood sugar and stuff like that too.
Oh. Well, hey, if anybody's using it, let us know in the comments. Let's do.
I want someone to take it and purposely plow through it, just to see how it.
Yeah, what happens?
Just to make sure that we can. Just to make sure we have that option.
It's like I know people have gotten the stomach surgery and still somehow plow through it. It's like, God, how does that even work? Like you shrunk in
Yeah.
your stomach, but you still keep filling it. It's incredible. What a testament
Yeah.
to the human will. That's something special.
Yeah, I mean that definitely has happened with people. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's interesting, but I kind of I've always I considered it, but then I'm like, oh, I'll just try like doing it myself because you need to get like a doctor involved and stuff. And I'm like, I just don't feel like doing that. And so I just started going, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm making headway. I'm like, we'll see how things go. And if I can keep some sort of momentum, the goal is I have about another 20 pounds to lose in this year. That's my goal to this point, is I have another 20 pounds I want to lose over the next 7 months.
Well, it's easy. Just cut off that fat wiener of yours. It'll drop 20 real quick. That's good for you.
Nice.
It's good.
Nice.
Hear that? It's got a fat cock.
All right.
It weighs
Jeez.
as much as a 3-month-old.
Wow.
So speaking of jobs and your new job and work,
Good shift.
I saw this Ask Reddit and I was kind of interested because I mean, functionally,
Okay.
you have a promotion, but you're still kind of doing the same gig that you were doing.
Yeah.
Which for most folks they may not know, but you're in the car insurance industry, but you're more on the training side, the people side, a little bit, that kind of a thing. Teams meetings.
I'm technically in a division of HR, so now we're both employees of human resources.
Yes, let's do it. You're under the HR umbrella.
Yeah, I'm literally
Dude.
under the HR umbrella for our claims
Dude.
department.
That's awesome, dude. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it?
Not
Can't
me.
believe this. This is
Not in a
awesome.
million years.
Not me. Yeah. I saw this Ask Reddit question. It said, "What's a secret about your profession that most people don't know?"
Ooh.
And I don't have like a prefabricated.
that's
I'm
tough
still
for
like
me.
working through it.
Yeah.
I'll start generally speaking with HR, particularly with mine. Like, I think a lot of people. It depends on where you work because HR functions differently. Like in my job, I'm actually at the location. I'm there. For a lot of people, HR is just like some kind of nebulous
Everything virtual.
thing that doesn't exist, and they're just there for firings. But I think, like, by and large, it's more there to like fulfill whatever the values of a company are and their policies and help people understand. So I think in my job, it's more like, it's part of that. Like I have to like advocate. I'm like an advocate for values of the company, to put it however we want to say it. But so that means like we're really like a third party. Like the store manager is not my manager. So I'm like an impartial, neutral, third party kind of deal. But it's just to make sure things are consistent. Mostly you want to make sure things are consistent. But what people don't know is it's hard to be it's very hard. Like there's so many times I think something's going to happen based on what I've seen before, and it goes a different way. Or like we get guidance from like our compliance and they go a different way than I thought. And then in that way, I think it's not always as consistent as I would like. So I think sometimes our job is like, it's still like a human thing. It's not like cut and dry, black and white. There's just so many areas of gray in HR and decision making. And you're trying to like put together comparators or trying to understand the history, or trying to understand somebody's credibility. Like there's like so much that goes into it that you think it would be like easy, just follow the policy and the words, and it's not. I don't know. Maybe people don't think it's easy to just like follow the policy. I also think people think it's just like firing and hiring usually, and it's not. I mean, it's more like a lot of it's just daily conversations with people and getting to know them. And I mean, there's a lot of like, I think it's a lot more medical than people think too. Like just so much medical, so much paperwork, so much leave, whether it's disability, workers' comp stuff, like accommodating
stuff
for work. There's like so much medical that you end up learning. So. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that really answers it, per se. Maybe people know all that.
I mean, I can say to claims, I have a lot of opinions on and can tell people a ton of stuff. But I'll generally say, if you can be well-spoken and think before you speak, your claim will go entirely different ways.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Interesting.
If you're just going to speak in generalities and let the adjuster, and you hope the adjuster understands exactly what you mean, you're set up for disaster. That's on liability, the valuation of damages, injuries. If you can't speak and use your words to tell the person what exactly happened or what exactly is wrong or how things are affecting you, you are losing out on, at the end of the day, you're losing out on credibility and money. I'm not saying lie, but I'm saying if you can't tell them exactly what happened, they're not going to err on the side of giving of benefit to you. So.
And it's like, yeah, being able to have like a conversation and communicate carries so much water. Like it really does. Like, the way somebody speaks, like if somebody comes in hot, argumentative about something, like that kind of frames it. And I think, we try not to have like presuppositions about what happened, but when somebody comes in also when you see things enough times, certain ways that people, I know everybody's different, but when you see certain behaviors and ways of communication, there's patterns that you start to see. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. It makes me think that something people don't know too is like, you could just lie when HR is talking to you. You can. Like in investigations, like we've had like investigations that we couldn't move forward with or make it go as full discipline with because we didn't get enough corroboration from witnesses. So witnesses go in and say, no, I didn't see that or I didn't hear that. It's like, fuck. can't invent it. Like even though you fucking know what happened and you believe it, you just need people. You need like witnesses. You need to corroborate it. And sometimes it's one person versus another. And then you do a credibility assessment. It's like, okay, well, they're both have the same or the same, whether it's amount of credibility or not. And then you're like, okay, we can't move forward with as much as we wanted to because but you also can't call these people out and being truthful. There's times when like cameras can get involved, but it's amazing how many times you're just taking somebody's word for it. Like I've literally said to somebody that came in or that I was doing like a statement with, I was like, I don't know why they just didn't lie. It's like they should just lie. But it's more times than not, people actually are like, you pull somebody in, you're like, hey, can you tell us what happened on like Tuesday night? And they'll start talking about something else that you don't even know about, and they start like bringing another situation. Like that's kind of an HR thing too, is like to whittle it down, like go very general and try to like really understand or try to like see if they hone in on it so that you're not like feeding them what you're trying to, because sometimes you're like,
Right.
oh yeah,
It's to remain objective.
with the thing with the customer when I threw the bag or whatever, kind of, it's like, yeah, okay, tell us about that. But sometimes it'll be like, oh, when I didn't, when I took my long lunch, it's like, okay, well, here we go. So, somebody else offer that sometimes, but it's like, but there are people that know. There's people that come in, and we've talked with some people sometimes, and they're like, just deny, and I'm like, it's not a terrible strategy just for life in general. Just deny it. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Listen,
I didn't do fucking shit.
you look at, what's funny, and that would be the inkling, and I'll tell you why, is because of how many live PD, cops, detective things you see on TV. Then it's like,
Yeah.
yo, just be honest with us and I'll make it easier on you. That's never the case. It seems like being honest has only gotten people in trouble faster and more efficiently with less taxpayer dollars. So I assume the same goes for HR. It's like, well, no, you can tell me what I'm in trouble for and then tell me, okay, well, all right, where's your proof? Oh, okay, well, I don't remember it that way.
Yeah, like if somebody sat there and didn't want to
know what
talk,
that is.
we can't compel them to. Like, we can't be like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to talk. I don't want to do this. And be like,
Yeah.
okay, okay, it's all right. I don't know what to do from here, but yeah, I mean, I would.
Have you ever had a conversation with someone and you, from talking to the alleged perpetrator, if you will, after talking to them, have you been like, oh, that clears it up. Everything's fine.
Yeah, because there are some perception issues, and we've had people like where they lean into kind of what the concern is, but then their version of it is different than the original one that came through. And sometimes it's a lot. Honestly, most things that come forward are just like that: miscommunications, or somebody had a bad day and took something the wrong way, or somebody maybe did say something they shouldn't have, but it wasn't as to the extremity that the other person presented it as. So it's a lot of like, I don't know, adults that aren't behaving like adults, honestly. Which is kind of, that kind of a deal. Yeah, we've had, I mean, it runs everything. Like, we have people that, admit to other things, people that don't admit to it all. I was having a thought about that, like just sitting down with somebody and them kind of sharing. Because usually what you'll do is you'll get, before you sit with the accused, you'll get the statement from the accuser, then you'll get any witness statements, then you'll sit down with the accused person. And then you'll find out from them kind of what happened, like walk me through it. And it's amazing how much it turns into a nothing burger sometimes in terms of like, all right, you guys just gotta fucking like not freak out sometimes at work, like, or just like it's a rough day, and I get it, but it's like sometimes people will have like an agenda against somebody because they have a lot of like, what do you call it, like beige flag type things where they're not like, maybe they are kind of like saying things here and there that aren't like full on like fireable offenses, but when it adds up enough and then it's a bad day, somebody will like bring it forward, kind of a deal. But yeah, I mean, there's people that, I mean,
what's weird to me is I feel like some people, though, it's like, would you give a shit this much if this just happened like in passing, or like,
right.
I don't know. I get the idea of hostile work environment, but you have to. What percentage of complaints do you get where you go, really? You're complaining? You had to come to HR with this? What would you say the percentage is?
I mean, a lot.
Like,
some of them are just like,
here?
are like day-to-day things, or some of them, like, it's amazing because I think our store is unique too, and because it's like, it is kind of, there's a lot of family that works there, but like people work there together for a long time and they act like family sometimes in terms of like their disagreements and like how they feel on certain days. And it's amazing how many times, because usually at the end of like an investigation or something, we'll ask someone that's bringing something forward, like, what would you like to see happen? And I would say 8 times out of 10, they just say, I don't know. I don't want them to get fired or anything. I just wanted to bring it forward. I don't, it's like, they're okay to work with these people. So usually they're like, I don't know if I want anything to happen. It's like that kind of thing. It's like, I just don't want to work with them when they act like that. And it's like, okay, that's fair. But then, yeah, it's
because no one wants to confront anyone.
Yeah,
it's a fucking roundabout way of avoiding confrontation, but being confrontational.
You know what is interesting? Like anybody that has denied anything though that's been said, like usually we have to check the credibility, or if we get enough witness statements, like if we have to go to like a notice of warning or something like that, or and sometimes a separation. Like, like I'll have to write that up, and someone like a manager have to read it and be like, through the course of investigation, it was determined that X person did Y and Z, even though they said they definitely did it. And most times when that's read, the person is like, okay. So just like they don't like deny it. Then they're like I don't think I said. I know I did all that, but I don't remember saying fuck. it's like they'll like pick one thing that they didn't do. It didn't go exactly like that. It's like, yeah. But
I said I'd kill them if I saw them on Thursday, not Friday. Yeah. That's wrong. I want that changed.
Yeah. But most of the time it is. Most of the time it's just adults that have a bad day that don't know how to handle it and don't handle it well and take it out on either a customer, a coworker, or equipment or product or something like that. That's most of it.
Do you deal with HR issues if customers like complain about employees?
Yeah. Hey, we can, yeah.
Have you had any good ones about that? Any good customer related ones?
Yeah, I won't go into it too much because it's pretty recent, but yeah, somebody got terminated in the last month because of that. So,
wow.
But yes, I'll say yeah, based on certain I mean, also, maybe people don't realize this. I mean, depending on the offense, if it's something really crazy, like that can be fireable. Like if somebody really goes off, but like a lot of times an employee's file is taken into account. Like we do these timelines and we like put together, like, has this person had a notice of warning before? Have they had documented conversations about stuff? And like the more somebody's file is like demonstrating that, they've had issues in the past, the more likely it is for like to be a final notice or a separation or something like that. So obviously, if somebody has like a pretty clean file and randomly goes off one day on a customer, depending on what it is, there's a chance they would just say like notice of warning, like obviously you haven't done anything like this in the past, but this is how we would handle a situation like this. So, that all plays into it, and I guess it should. I don't know, like, like who the person is, what their history is, all that. So.
Yeah, repeat offender, I think there is, and that's where it comes down to like people being like, what's fair? And it's like, it's not what's fair, it's about what's equitable. Like,
yeah,
fair is a stupid term. We could just, it's there's no point to saying fair because fair can be interpreted different ways. But if you're a constant offender and you do something and someone else does the exact same thing under the same circumstances but never is in trouble for anything, yeah. I mean, the first person who's got the rap sheet, fuck off. You're just adding to the mound. So, yeah, fair is stupid. I don't care so much about fair. Is it logical and equitable?
And that's where it gets hairy sometimes is like, we'll have somebody, I mean, because the rest of the people that work at a store, they don't know when somebody's on a notice of warning or a final notice of warning. Then they might do something that wouldn't necessarily like be like a fireable offense, but because they're already on that final notice of warning, like all of a sudden the rumors start spreading. It's like, oh, he just forgot to pay for a slice of pizza and he got fired for that. And it's like, well, you don't know that, so that's where you run into it and you start hearing the chatter around, a store or something like that. Or you hear like when somebody gets fired, quote unquote, fired for a certain offense. It's like, it's not just that, it's like the pattern and that kind of a thing. But it sucks. I mean, it sucks. I mean, I would say, maybe people know that or assume that or not, but a lot of days suck. Like you're dealing with people's lives and their livelihoods and you don't want to be a part of that transaction or that exchange that ends somebody's job or their livelihood or if somebody's been there for a long time. So it's very like, it puts a lot of weight on you some days, or like some days it's like you just know like what you have to do that day going into it, and it just weighs on you a lot. It's very stressful going into it. And that plays a big part of it, which I'm assuming people would know that or assume that's part of it, that it's not fun a lot of days, or when you have to we've had to deal with like sick employees, or we've had employees die, and it's like terrible, like, because what happens when that happens is you still have to go into work day and separate when an employee passes, like end their quote unquote employment with the company. Just you have to administratively end it, and that's like one of the worst feelings you'll ever have, is just to like do that. It's just like,
And it's
I
like
don't know.
the little red asterisk box that says reason.
Yeah. Yep. And you have to put in rehirable, yes or no, and you have to put no. It's like, because originally I was like, I'm not going to put no, I'm going to put yes, and it came back and it was like, no, you have to put no, just in case somebody tries to like. It makes sense, but it's in case somebody tries to steal their identity.
Keeping concept. Yeah.
And if somebody might try to steal their identity later on and try to reapply or something like that.
yeah.
Not that I don't know if that's ever happened, but
Classic.
it's a shitty.
We've seen that
it's a
100
shitty
times.
feeling. Yeah.
Someone stealing a dead person's identity only to try to get their job back for them.
I know. It's like, has that ever happened? It must have happened in some
Classic.
industry at some point, and yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Ask Reddit. I had a good moment in my life this week, much like you did, and I didn't talk about it last week, but I got my new car. It's new
Got
car
delivered.
day, dude. Well, yesterday was. Yeah.
Give me a hell yeah.
I got the Subaru Forester, and I fucking love it, dude. I'm so happy. It arrived yesterday at like 10:30 in the morning. Came on that flatbed Carvana truck. I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's a beauty. So I'm so happy. Like, I spent a good amount of money, but it's like the car that I wanted. I could tell. Like, I'm glad I waited. I've been looking around for a long time. The aesthetics, I'm an aesthetics bitch, so I love the way it looks. But just being in a new car, driving it around all day yesterday, it feels bigger, obviously from Corolla to a Forester.
Sure.
It feels like a boat in a way, but it's like, just learning to like brake differently and accelerate differently,
That'll wear
turning
off.
and all getting around stuff. Yeah. But just, it's got a lot of features, bells and whistles. I spared no expense, as they'd say in Jurassic Park. I'm looking for the drop. I can't find it. But you guys know how it goes. But I feel like awesome about it. It was really weird this morning to get up and like go to, because Monday, I had my routine, so I was like walked out to I was like, oh shit, that's right, I got a new car, and like that was a dope way to go to work. Just it's pretty exciting. But I don't know, I'm ready for some adventures with it. It feels like a good moment. I know a lot of people have that.
Hooking up the Bluetooth to from your phone to the car for the first time. Doing
and
stuff
I was
like
like,
that.
What song do I play first? I'm gonna remember this forever, and I don't remember what it was now. But yeah, it's got like the sunroof. So I experimented with just driving around with all the windows down, fucking around with all the tech that I don't understand yet. Super fun. It was fucking. It was nothing like. It does make you drive very, very differently, though. I noticed that. So on literally my first pass off the block, I'm already like going slow because I'm like, fuck, I don't want anything to like hit me, or I'm like being super. I'm like as defensive as I was when I was like used to ride on a motor scooter in Texas. It'd be like, just assume everybody's gonna do the wrong thing all the time, Yep. So I'm like, I get off my block, turn right. This is within 3 minutes of my first drive. A deer runs right in front on Genesee Street, dude, on a major like road in Auburn. A deer midday runs right across the street. It was like a juvenile deer, but just like it was probably 30 feet in front of me. So I'm like, it wasn't like super close, but I was like, what the fuck? Come on. It's like, why in the middle of the day is there like it's like a deer? I'm driving around, then like
This doesn't even make sense.
I know. And then I end up and another point going around the blocks. I'm driving up to a stop sign. I see a girl going from my left to right, or from my right to left. She's on a bike. She's probably like 10, 11, 12 years old. She looks like she's going to go across from me in my right to left. So I stop like a good 10 feet from the sign because I'm like, I'm not even going to act like I'm going to go near you. I just want you to feel comfortable crossing the street. She starts crossing from my right, turns, and starting to go directly towards me. I was like, what's happening? What are you doing? And then she like bikes like just to my right on the curb. I was like, who taught you how to ride a bike? What is happening? Like, what if I would have went all the way to the stop sign? I was like, why didn't you turn and go in the driver? Like, who taught you? I was like, what's happening? Why is the world like conspiring to make me have like the worst day ever driving this car? Something's gonna happen. I can't. I was like, I gotta go home. Something's gonna happen. It's like that girl's she's not long for the world if that's her strategy for riding a bike. She was
A
wearing
lot
a
of
helmet,
pedestrians are not.
though. Yeah, I'll give that to her. But yeah, it's such a with the Carvana thing, crazy process. The guy called me like he's like about 45 minutes out. I was like, cool. Shows up, flatbed. It's off the truck within like 3 minutes. He backs it up into the driveway. I was like, he's like, you want me to leave it running? I was like, no, I'm good. But And he goes to my car. And that was the longest part. Like, my car is kind of a shitter, so I was like, oh shit, I hope he doesn't look too deeply into it. But he just plugged in his, that little reader you can get, or if you go to Advanced Auto Parts or something, we'll see what's wrong with it. He just ran that for like 10 minutes. It was all good. He loaded it up, and I was actually leading up to that, maybe like within that hour, I was like having like nostalgia. I was like anxious, and I was very melancholy, you could say, about like losing my shitter of a ride. Like, I was like, all I wanted was a new car for so long. I feel like I've been preparing for like a few years to like make sure like just have the money. Like, I had to reestablish my credit because I hadn't used credit in like over a decade. So I was like, I got to build that again. Like, I've been working on this as a project for a few years, and I was like, I finally did the thing that I wanted to do, but I was like, I don't want to let it go. I can't let it go. I can't let this fucking shredded beast of a Corolla go. It was just like having, I don't know. I was okay. I mean, okay, but it's just like so many like cross country trips and just like moments. I think I had mentioned before, maybe last week, but it's like as soon as it was gone, I was like, I am mildly sad. I feel sadness. It's a good thing this car is so cool. The new one's so cool. Because I was like, oh no, I wasn't expecting to feel things. You know?
Yeah. I never felt that way about my Accord.
Yeah.
Or anything else, that the Camry that I left in North Carolina. Nope, I don't get attached to objects. I did almost have I did have basically like a panic attack when I got like the day I had to get the cashier's check to put the down payment and closing costs on my house. Oh, that day I had a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Because I'm just like,
I guess that's part of it.
I'm like, why would I do this? I'm like, am I making the right decision? How am I supposed to just pick a house? How am I supposed to just do this? So, yeah.
That's true too. Tough. I guess I gave up my old beater to start taking on an extra $500 and change a month in payments, which is like, that's not dope. That's
no, it's
better,
all about realizing that when that one's paid off, then that's when you truly appreciate that you're in a much, much better position, because you're like, the Corolla would have never made it here. I would have been in this position. Like, when it's inevitable, it's a little bit easier to swallow the payments. And then when you get off of those payments, and it sounds like you have the attitude of being like, no, if this car is going to last me, me and this car are going to get real close and hang for a long time, and I'll outlive payments and stuff. The tough part is when you're a person who keeps getting new cars and, just have payments forever. I'm sure that's a little taxing.
I get it though, man. This is a 24, so it's not new, but it only has 8,000 miles. So I'm like,
yeah, new.
It's
still
new to
car.
the world. Yeah.
What was your Corolla? What year was your Corolla?
2012. So
okay,
yeah,
that's a big jump.
And
that's a 12-year.
I can outlive
in
this. Yeah, and I can outlive this contract, obviously, or the payment plan for sure. So I would, I mean to ride it into the ground, do the best that I can. The tech just keeps getting so good, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it also it's cool. Like, just driving around it inspires me to want to do stuff, which is kind of, I guess that's the idea of it too. Like, it has a trailer hitch on it already, and it's already wired. And it's like, I could also if I decide I need to move again at some point, I can just put a U-Haul on it and just move anywhere.
I wonder what it has for a tow capacity.
It's like 3,000 plus something. Like 3,000. Like 3,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's legit.
It's got balls.
Yeah. It's got all kinds. It's got all the all-wheel drive. It's got the traction control shit. It's called X mode for hills, up or down, snow, mud, all that. It's a rugged, cool thing. Just like me. That's what I keep telling everybody. It's rugged, fun, and cool. And it's my personality. It's just like me. I'm a rugged dude. I'm a rugged man.
That's usually where the conversation stops, and they completely regret about asking you about your new car.
I'm sorry I asked. Oh.
I,
Speaking
on
of
the other
outdoors and
hand,
rugged, dude,
did get inspired by you getting the new car, and I'm like, I should go back to looking at cars.
you've been talking
And-
about it. You got the
Well, I've been
promo.
talking about it.
You got that promo.
Yeah, talking about it for years. But I messaged, I looked up like a 26 Honda CRV, and I found one that's used. And it
Like at a
got-
dealer? Wait, used already? Was it like a
Exactly.
rental or a dealer car? Yeah.
Nope. I thought that's usually, if it's used, it's usually like you're expecting to say like, oh, it's the manager's dealership car or something like that. So I messaged them, and I went back and forth with this guy named Hiep, Hiep, but asked him all these questions and stuff, and he's like, no, someone couldn't do the payments for 5 months, and they returned the car with 1,000 miles on it. And I'm like, so I'm like,
Wait,
all right.
was it,
I'm like,
is
well,
it through the dealership?
what?
Is it like, are you talking to a dealership or is it like through
Yes,
like,
this is no, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not buying private, no.
yeah.
But I'm like, the price is, what's the out the door price? And I'm came back with what I'd be willing to pay, and he's like, I can't do anything about taxes and fees, and I'm like, yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying you guys are charging.
Yeah, but
too
you can lower the
much
price
at
of the
sale
car.
price.
So that the taxes and
I'm
fees
like,
are less.
I'm not asking
for
you
me.
to
Yeah.
eat taxes and fees. I'm like reg fees and title fees. I know those exist, and that's not your doing. And he just kind of like sassed me back, and I'm like, guy, I'm like, you're selling this car for like 7% under MSRP, and it's used. Yeah, but it's only got 1,000 miles on it. But what I'm
What
saying is
happened to
that
the
if a
devaluation
new car
off
only
the lot? Yeah.
right, I'm like, and if a new, so I'm like, I said like respectfully, I go, hey, if you come back near this number, let me know because if it doesn't sell. And then he's like, I already said that blah blah blah, and he came back and like I was supposed to send the last email, and he came back and sent another one. I go, all right. So I'm like now I really don't give a shit about the car, but now I'm gonna keep this going. So I grilled into him a little bit, and respectfully through email, but in my head I'm grilling into him, and so I'm just like, it's a CRV. I'm like, these things are very popular, meaning the inventory is high, meaning you guys aren't going to be hard pressed to sell this at that price. People will just keep buying new ones, and that'll just sit on your lot because it's priced wrong. And so it's just like, I'm fine with buying a new car, but also my car is fine. I just want a new car. So I'm going to play this game until I have a deal that it's just like, I'm happy to buy this car for this price. And this guy, I was just caught off guard because I'm like, you are sassing me a bit. And
Do you want
I'm like,
to
this
sell
is how
this
you're
car?
handling. This is how you're handling like a sale. I'm like, you're probably. And I checked their website, and he's listed as 1 year of service, meaning he's under a year of service. So he's new to sales, and I can tell because he's not even remotely trying to like work with me. No. I'm like, all right.
He's trying
So,
to capitalize on it.
I forget how
What the hell
much
is going on here?
I forget how much I enjoy people. But it's. He goes, I don't know how you came up with 10% off MSRP. All I know is we purchased the 2026 at high price, and we also spend money going through the inspections. I guarantee you didn't re-inspect this vehicle.
Do you think it's
after
actually a
taking it
person?
back.
Or do you think it's like
We also
AI?
spend money in detailing the vehicle.
What, like $200? It doesn't cost you any money to detail it. You do it in house.
Exactly.
cost you,
You're
like,
you're
2 hours
you're
of
talking
labor.
about labor, but that labor cost isn't even.
How much detailing of a 2026 is there to do? Really?
I want to email him back and be like, please let me know what you end up selling this for, because I'm so curious. I'm not going to be the one to buy it, but I
Yeah.
want you to let me know so you
Please
can
let-
shove it in my face.
Yeah. Please let me know what somebody else ends up selling this for. Because it won't be you. Boom. Roasted. Get him.
Yeah.
Are you
Whatever.
Are you set on the CRV, or are you just like exploring similar options?
No, I've gone through a bunch of different things. I've thought about a passport, and then I'm like, the passports keep. I want a 2026, but it keeps getting more and more expensive. The passport's becoming popular, and there's a low inventory on them. And they're not super good on gas because they're a V6. So I've thought about like maybe I'll go hybrid. So I thought of a CRV, but like a hybrid touring, like highest trim. I'm like, I should get a high trim on something because I've never treated myself to that, and that's kind of like something where I'm like, well, I don't need it. Yeah, but you want to know what? Fucking extra.
You got the promo, dude. You got the
extra
fucking promo.
sound dampening, like so that there's like less exterior noise. Like the Tourings have like extra soundproofing in the car, like 12-point Bose speaker system. So like just everything, full digital dash and all. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, I should get something that it's more enjoyable. I've thought about getting another RAV4, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I kind of want to switch it up just to switch it up. I've test drove a Mazda, a CX-70. That was neat. But Mazda's very different compared to everyone else, but they're a decent car. So I don't know. I keep going through a bunch of different stuff. I've thought about a truck. I think that's probably not happening just because the costs of trucks are just, I'm like, I just don't want to take on all of that. But, I don't know. I'll keep looking.
Well, you know, I can tell you, as a guy like, well, you just got a promo who's you know, frugal. I feel like that's one of those things. Actually, dude, this lines me up into another Ask Reddit question. Great segue, Jeff.
Great.
Where was it? It was something about spending money, and I think it was here. Well, we can finish with this. It says, what is an insanely expensive item or service that actually lives up to the hype and changes your daily life? And I don't even know if you have to say insanely expensive.
Well, right. Insanely expensive and lives up to the hype are
Yeah.
those
Guess what? A
actually
private jet.
contradict each other.
It really lives up to the hype. That's
Yeah,
great.
like-
yeah.
Expensive, but holds
Let's just
that
say
or like
expensive.
worth
In
it.
our, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say like
high
middle
cost,
class
but
expensive.
worth it. Something
Yeah.
like that. Like that's different. But insanely expensive and worth it doesn't seem to line up for me. But, see, that's tough, man.
See, you know, I could throw into that conversation a car that you like to drive.
Yeah.
If you're going to have it for a long time.
It's not the time to try to shave off and get like stuff that you don't want on a car. At this stage of my life, I should say. That is not the case with everyone.
Yeah. Like, I would say, like, I've probably said it on the show multiple times, but like, there's a few things, just household items that I think matter. So I just bought some new Birkenstock slippers. I had mine for like 4 years. They had holes in them. They were $100. That seems like a lot for slippers, but I had them for many years, and I put them on every day when I get home from work. They're my only shoes I wear till I go to work the next day. It's like that. It's the same with like bed sheets. I'm willing to spend money on good sheets because I'm in them every night. Same with like a good pillow. Same with a good towel. Same with good toilet paper. Like those are the things I'm in on spending money on that might cost me more than the store brand, but I am okay with it.
It's so sad because I can't really pick a lot of stuff that I've done that with, and it's so bad. Like that's really bad. Like I can't even think of it because like I am just I think of cost with a lot of things, because I think it's part of it's because I used to be so bad with money, and so now it's hard for me to get out of that. But good toilet paper is something that like bad toilet paper in someone's house drives me insane.
In their house, yeah. It's not even like it's like work toilet paper, but it's somebody's house, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good toilet paper is important. It's funny you say towels because I actually was at Kohl's and I'm like felt all their towels and I'm like I really want nice towels.
I've done that exact same thing before.
I couldn't find any at Kohl's and I'm like, well now I feel like I'm on a mission to find really comfortable, fluffy towels that are really
I bought
nice.
some from Kohl's.
Like, I want to be excited to dry off.
They were like thick, real thick, how I like them. But they did after like a few months. They got worn down. Marshalls is always good. I'm a Marshalls boy, Marshalls bitch. I'm down.
Okay.
You can always find some good sheets or towels there. What about here?
I
Here's
do have
one.
Marshalls and TJ Maxx down here.
What about a gym membership? That seems like that's like an.
I mean, I did get the black card. That's
what I'm
pretty
saying.
not frugal
It
for
is.
Jeff.
Because
I did
anybody
get
can
the
just
black
work
card.
at home, work out at home or in their garage, or just do that. But you make it. It's worth your while, obviously, to get out there and do it, to make yourself do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, that's not a
And
crazy expenditure.
I use that massage chair 95% of the time.
Do we like
I finish
that?
my workout
I've
with
never,
a massage
I'm still
chair.
grandfathered into the $10, so I haven't done it. But should I spring for it? Like, is that massage chair like?
I love it.
Really?
I love it. 10 minutes. I wish. I'm waiting for the day where I decide to go. Like, can I have another 10 minutes? Because like, there's never people waiting, and they can
Nobody
just
there?
give you another 10-minute session. So, I just might do that on a weekend and just be like, just give me another. Hit me again. Leave
Hey,
the
you know
bottle.
what? Again.
Yep.
Anybody on the waiting list? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gym membership is good. Man, I really don't like that you asked this question because I don't
Ask you a
do
question
it a
about
lot.
the value of your dollar. That's very hard for you
Yeah.
to answer.
I mean, when it comes to practical stuff, I'm very practical. That's just the nature of it. My phone. People love getting new phones. My phone is still working, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pain in the ass, like the charger falls out and stuff, but it's still operating, and I'm on 3.5 years since I bought it. But I'll tell you, I had a scare this weekend. Wrap up with this story. I had a scare.
Oh shit.
Went to turn down my volume, and it wouldn't turn down. I go, oh, that's weird. So I'm like, I'll just reset it. That fixes everything. So I reset my phone. And it got booed up in like a fast mode or something, like a fucking DOS-looking screen.
Yeah, like safe mode kind of deal. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like press the volume buttons to change your options. And it wouldn't do that either. And I couldn't reset it. So I'm like, oh, shit. So I woke up the next morning and I'm like,
Oh no,
see if
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so fucked here.
I woke up the next morning. It was still like that. I plugged it in overnight because I'm like, well, I don't want it to die because it's on this screen. It was like that overnight. So I'm like, all right, let's see if we can figure this out with Google. And I found a Reddit page that was so well written. This person was like, majestically written. And I'm like, this is delightful. So anyway, it says, if you've gotten this far, hopefully you understand that you can trust me. And I know this first part is going to sound weird, but they're like, take your phone and focus on where the down button is on the side. It's on the side of my panel. And he goes, find a hard surface like a corner of a counter and smack it. Smack your phone on the down volume because it's stuck and that'll unjar it.
Whoa.
By doing that. I literally, dude, go, here we are. So I just go, bop. And it fucking did it. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. One smack, like the guy said, unstuck it. And he's like, now go to this menu, go to this, reset, blah, blah, blah. Booted right up. Phone
Dude,
hasn't
that's
done
an
anything silly
awesome
since.
Hack. That's
I
fucking dope.
messaged the guy on Reddit and said, I need you to understand. Yeah, because I couldn't post on it for some reason. I couldn't comment on it. I go, I need you to understand your directions were so well written and it worked perfectly for me. I'm like, thank you so much. People like that take the time to write out good directions. As a person
people do
who
that on
works,
Reddit. Yeah, a lot. And it's so
Yeah.
good when it's like something physical that you can just do to it, and you're like, this isn't gonna work. I remember I did that, like learned that with my, like an old iPhone before, where my charger wasn't working, and be like, hey, just get a safety pin, get in there, and it's lint from your jeans. And I was like, holy shit! I realized, like, I was pulling out like full on dust bunnies. I didn't know this was a thing, and it worked. Another one was with my old beater, the old Toyota Corolla. Like for the last few years, the air hasn't worked very well. The air conditioning or the heat. Like some days I would get in there and I like for a week in the winter a couple years ago or a year and a half, like my heat wouldn't even be on, so I'd be driving home. I'd be like, this is brutal. And like it wouldn't turn. I was like, you crank it up to 4, nothing's blowing out. I was like, shit, my fan motor's probably gone. It's like 2,500. So I was looking it up. I was like, heat won't do. And I was like, oh, max AC won't do anything. And then somebody's like, so I was taking apart under my glove box, like this paneling. Like I replaced like a power thing, a fuse, a converter, like all this stuff. Like I had like $50 in, and then I read one that was like, it's because check. One thing it could be is like the bearings in the motor are just kind of stuck. So just like in this area, just like slap it real hard, like hit it. Sure enough, I did it, and the fan just started going. Fan motor. I was like, "Fuck yes, let's go!" Like, I don't care that I spent $50.
The Fonzie method.
Basically, yeah. So for the last couple years, if my air didn't turn on for either heat or air, it was just not working. Just get under there, boom, hit it. I was like, God damn. But
that's great. Carvana,
just so you know, I was honest about my assessment of the car. They gave me $2,300 for my car, which was crazy. I would not have that's what I was hoping for, but I didn't expect it. But I told them, I was like, yeah, the AC doesn't always work. The outside paint is torched. There's a slight, I didn't even say, like, there's barely a nub of like a little crack on the windshield. No, I just, you have to give it online.
Or did you just write this up?
Yeah, they ask you questions about it, like, is this in this condition? How many miles? Like, the only thing I had to do was take a picture of the odometer. And then I do have to, like, make an attestation that it wasn't in a flood or water damage. But I was honest about the whole condition. I wasn't, because I was like, I'm not about to fuck around and have them come back on me or whatever, you know, for something like that. But yeah, so when he was running the
because
the
to be
test,
honest with you, it's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Improve its value by fucking $300?
I know.
If I try lying through my teeth, like, yeah, not worth it on a car like that.
But it needs new brake pads. It didn't ask. It needs a new radiator hose. It didn't ask. It's just like, it probably, like, if I was going to keep the car
They're
this
not
year, I probably
refurbishing
would
it.
Yeah, I probably would have.
They're going to sell it to us. They're going to sell it to a
couple
salvage lot, and the salvage lot, like a pick and pull. That's who they'll sell it to.
But hey, they just wanted to sell a car too, and it worked out for both of us. So and that was the end of that story. All right, we've done it.
Kept it under
We're
an
growing.
hour and 5 minutes.
We're mans. Mans. Now we're a man. But yeah, we've got a few things coming up. We will record one more episode before a major wedding. Yeah, we're like, when this comes out, we're a week and a half from super producer Steve's wedding in Auburn, New York. Come by if you want to. I think it's open for everybody. Open bar, open invites, open guests.
I believe.
You want to bring. Yeah.
I believe that's true. That sounds right.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be dressed up a little bit. We'll go, business cash, maybe a coat, maybe not.
For sure.
But yeah, we've got a lot kind of. Summer's happening. I've got a friend visiting next week, so we'll meet up with you and when you're here on Thursday night. But yeah, summer's in full effect, boys and girls. Everybody, enjoy it. Spend some money, get something you want, get some air conditioning. How about that? Pay for that. That'll do you. Take it easy. 175. Or as we call it,
bison.
Quarter to 200. Let's say that.
Yeah, we round up bicentennial.
Yeah.
Faded like an old arcade screen. Man and jet back where the stories began. Joystick dreams and a pocket full of quarters. Laughing about pets and a taste of disorder. From pixel skies to the vinyl they spun. Movies and memes under the same neon sun. Time hit pause, but the jokes never ended. Two old souls with the past still pretending.